Hey guys, welcome back. I probably look a little different. I got my braces off, yay, today, so I'm very happy about that. I had them on for over 2 years, so yay. Um, but I didn't make a video yesterday because I had a really bad day yesterday. So I just want to explain real quickly before we do today's chapters what happened yesterday. So I went to church and I had a hard time at church again. I don't know why. I've been having a really difficult time with being at church and going to church since I started going this year. I don't exactly know what the disconnect is. I feel lost a lot, irritated. I just don't understand. I haven't really connected with what church is really supposed to be all about, right? And also, it doesn't make it easy because I go to a Spanish speaking church and I don't really speak Spanish. So it's a little difficult. Anyways, the weekend before was Father's Day. So I had a really rough day. So I was like, okay, that's that. We'll still go again. Yesterday, it'll be better. So I'm fine until we get to church. Then, as soon as we get to church, I'm like, my husband brought something up in the car, super random, that upset me. And then, um, so I'm already like irritated. And then we get there, and I just progressively over 2 hours just become, I start to get agitated, uneasy, angry, just irritated and just agitated, and I just do not want to be there. And it just progressively grows as I'm there, to the point where when we left, my husband's like, "What's wrong?" Like I was like yelling, like I was so upset, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Um I don't know what happened. Um I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I'm I feel like in my opinion, it's like the enemy is like stirring stuff up in me. Um and I don't know exactly like how to fight through it. And because I was fine, I wanted to go to church. And I always feel that way until we get to church. Once we get to church, then I'm a little like, I leave feeling like, oh, why do I go to church? And then the cycle starts over. It's time to go to church. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. I have no issues until I start to drive there, until I walk in the doors. And then during the actual sermon and during the worship part, like I've only had a handful of times where I actually like felt a little emotional, like during church, like during worship and stuff. But I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time embracing church and understanding it. Like yesterday, people were trying to like, you know how they say hi and shake hands and stuff and embrace each other. I was just like, don't talk to me. Like I was nice, put on a face, but in my body, I was like cringing. I was like, I just don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want anyone to touch me. I don't want anyone to look at me. Like, just leave me alone. So, yeah, I really don't know what to do. I don't know. Because then my husband's like, oh, maybe you don't, like, we can try a different church or this, that. And I'm like, no. Like, it's like weird. Like, there's a part of me that's like, no, still keep going to church, keep pushing through. And then there's another part of me that's like, um, stop going, it's a waste of your time. So it's like I have this like battle still going on, and I notice it gets worse when it's centered around like God and the Bible. So yeah, I definitely think that the reason I'm having such a difficulty with church currently is just because the enemy is trying to get to me any way they can to keep me from making progress in my journey with God. So it's a little frustrating. Um, and I definitely have to like really pray about this a lot this week, and I really have to figure out a game plan for if when I go to church next Sunday, if this happens again, I need to like decide beforehand what am I going to do. Because yesterday, as soon as the pastor, it was a guest pastor talking, and as soon as he started talking, I was just crawling out of my skin to the point where I sat there maybe for 2 minutes, and then I told my husband, I'm going to go sit in the nursery with our daughter. And I did. I sat in the nursery the whole time, because I literally could not, like, it was just so bad. I was like crawling out of my skin. I felt a little calmer in the nursery because I couldn't hear the sermon or anything, and I was just kind of sitting there watching my daughter play with the other kids. But yeah, I still just couldn't wait to leave. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like, if this has happened to anyone else, or if this is just like something I just have to push through. Or I mean, I know the biggest thing I need to do is pray about it and ask God for help, but it's a little frustrating, if I'm being honest, because like I see people around me at church, I can see that they're getting something from church, and for me right now, it's like the complete opposite. It's like chaos for me inside my body and mind and soul when I'm at church. And it's just an agonizing long 2 hours. But then yet over the week I forget, and then Sunday comes again and I'm like, yeah, let's go to church. And I'm fine up until we make it to church. Sometimes the car ride it'll start, and then once I'm actually at church, things just go downhill from there. So yeah, I don't know. It's super frustrating. But I'm sharing this because there's a part of me deep down that knows, like, I feel it, like it'll get better. So I wanted to share because I want to share like how it gets better. At the moment, I don't know how it's going to get better, but I do know deep down that it will get better. So the first thing I'm going to start with is just to pray about it to God and ask for guidance and help, and just healing or protection from whatever these attacks are. I don't know. Guidance on what to do. And then we'll just go from there. So it's frustrating. But let's get into today's chapters and see what's going on. I have no idea what the chapters are today because I didn't listen while recording it yesterday. So we're reading it together.
My soul is among lions. I lie among the sons of men, who are set on fire, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be above all the earth. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have dug a pit before me. Into the midst of it, they themselves have fallen. Selah. My heart is steadfast, O God. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and give praise. Awake, my glory. Awake, lute and harp. I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing to you among the nations. For your mercy reaches unto the heavens, and your truth unto the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be above all the earth. Do you indeed speak righteousness, you silent ones? Do you judge uprightly, you sons of men? No. In heart you work wickedness. You weigh out the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born. speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf cobra that stops its ear, which will not heed the voice of charmers, charming ever so skillfully. Break their teeth in their mouth, O God. Break out the fangs of the young lions, O Lord. Let them flow away as waters which run continually. When he bends his bow, let his arrows be as if cut in pieces. Let them be like a snail, which melts away as it goes, like a stillborn child of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Before your pots can feel the burning thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, as in his living and burning wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he sees the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that men will say, surely there is a reward for the righteous. Surely he is God who judges in the earth. Deliver me from my enemies, O my God. Defend me from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloodthirsty men. For look, they lie in wait for my life. The mighty gather against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves through no fault of mine. Awake to help me, and behold, you therefore, O Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to punish all the nations. Do not be merciful to any wicked transgressors. Selah. At evening they return. They growl like a dog, and go all around the city. Indeed, they belch with their mouth. Swords are in their lips, for they say, who hears? But you, O Lord, shall laugh at them. You shall have all the nations in derision. I will wait for you, O you his strength, for God is my defense. My God of mercy shall come to meet me. God shall let me see my desire on my enemies. Do not slay them, lest my people forget. Scatter them by your power, and bring them down, O Lord our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for the cursing and lying which they speak. Consume them in wrath, consume them, that they may not be, and let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. And at evening they return. They growl like a dog, and go all around the city. They wander up and down for food, and howl if they are not satisfied. But I will sing of your power. Yes, I will sing aloud of your mercy in the morning. For you have been my defense, and refuge in the day of my trouble. To you, O my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my defense, my God of mercy. O God, you have cast us off. You have broken us down. You have been displeased. Oh, restore us again. You have made the earth tremble. You have broken it. Heal its breaches, for it is shaking. You have shown your people hard things. You have made us drink the wine of confusion. You have given a banner to those who fear you, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah. That your beloved may be delivered. Save with your right hand, and hear me. God has spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and measure out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the helmet for my head. Judah is my lawgiver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom I will cast my shoe. Philistia, shout in triumph because of me. Who will bring me to the strong city? Who will lead me to Edom? Is it not you, O God, who cast us off? And you, O God, who did not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, for the help of man is useless. Through God we will do valiantly, for it is he who shall tread down our enemies.
So I watched this video the other day. It was a YouTube short about, I forget his name. He's a white guy reporter that was let go from, I don't know, one of those popular news outlets or whatever. Tucker something, Carlson Tucker or something like that. Anyways, he was interviewing the president of El Salvador, and he was asking him like, oh, okay, like, wow, you like really cleaned everything up, you know, especially like with like the gangs and all of that. And he told the reporter guy, the president, he said it was God. He prayed to God. He turned to God for help. And he was like, the reporter Tucker was like, oh, well, so what it was the first thing that you did when you became president? Like, how did you go about all this? And he was like, I prayed. And the reporter Tucker was like, he was so confused that that was the president's like way of doing all the things he did, was he turned to God and he prayed about it and asked for help and guidance. And look at everything he's done. I mean, he's done so much. And he's made a lot of good, positive changes. And let's be honest, he's still alive. Because we all know that there's a lot of cartels in Mexico, or not just Mexico, but like kind of like that whole, what, South America. Guys, the states and countries is not my strong suit, so I apologize. Anyways, like there's been presidents and elected leaders who have, you know, sworn the same things. They're going to clean up this and do that. And the cartels have no issues with killing you. So the fact that the president's alive and was able to do so much over the, however, I think it's like been a couple years or something. I don't know how long it's been, but it just goes to show that, like, if you have God on your side and you follow him and his will and his guidance, like, that's unstoppable. So it's pretty impressive. But I don't know, I just wanted to share that. It was a pretty interesting video. I would tag it in the comments so you could watch it yourself, but it doesn't let you put the link for videos anymore on YouTube. So you would just need to Google it. It was I believe his name is Carlson Tucker, I think, is the reporter, and then the president is El Salvador. So, and he was, I don't know his name, but he was just saying like that's what he did when he became president, was he prayed and sought God's help. So it's beautiful. And well, we have today's chapters done, another day down, and we will reconvene tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Bye.